Last time you caught us looking at aircraft on the beach and enjoying some of Barra's finest. This time we look at a very tragic event.
Welcome to the channel. We are Graham and Ellie. We are Wizard in the Wild.
From Barra Airport on the beach, we are headed south to the island of Vatersay, which is in fact the furthest south we are travelling on these islands.
So I must admit I'm feeling more than a little sad today because our journey will soon be coming to an end. It's such a shame. We've had a fantastic time, but had we spent twice as long, I think it wouldn't have been enough. We will definitely have to come back to the Outer Hebrides. But for now, we're going to drive from Barra to Vatersay and take in some of the beautiful scenery. Hope you enjoy it. It's absolutely stunning. Well, after that glorious drive, there's a place we're going to visit now that we both very much want to see.
We're now visiting the Catalina Memorial. On the 12th of May 1944, an RAF PBY Catalina 4B took off on a training flight from Oban, mainland Scotland. During the flight, the crew lost their way in poor weather conditions and were well off course. The plane's pilot attempted to gain altitude but crashed into the hillside on Vatersay. 3 of the 9 people aboard were killed. Some years later, the wreckage was brought down from the hill and 70 years later it's still by the road where it was left. There is a memorial by the wreckage which reads, "In memory of the men who died and survived when their Catalina plane crashed on Vatersay." Well, that was a very poignant memorial. The way it's all left out in nature on the side of the hill makes it all seem so real. I'm so glad we visited it. But we need to move on. Our next stop is a bit of a contrast to this place. We get a glimpse of the many, many beautiful beaches on Vatersay and Barra. I'm sure we'll be on one before the night's out. Well, this was our destination. We heard about it from other people, so we wanted to see it. And of course, I wanted to taste it. Unfortunately, there were no vegan options for Ellie. I suggested she should have bought 2 for me to balance it out, but she didn't do that.
Which one shall we go for?
But she did make a good choice for me. She got me the caramel Tunnocks wafer. Oh, I look forward to eating that later.
It looks yummy, doesn't it?
It looks, how many calories are in there? Only about 4,000. Chocolate digestive caramel. Now, unfortunately, there's a big disappointment. I was pretty sure that Ellie did film me eating it, or part of it, but I can't find the shots anywhere. So I don't know what happened to them. If ever I find them, I'll post them. It really was so delicious. This was our camp spot for the night, between 2 beautiful beaches. We're going to go and have a look at the first one now. We're looking back down the hill towards Merlin now, to our camp spot, and as we turn round, wow, Yep, it's another wow moment. There's a lot of them here. Time to head back and get some grub.
For dinner tonight we are having pasta bolognese with extra vegetables, tomatoes and celery, etc. So I've fried them off and now I'm adding the pasta, to which I'll add a little bit of water to cook the pasta first, and then I'll add the bolognese towards the end. A little bit of water just to cook the pasta. And now the pasta's cooked, I'm adding the bolognese, which I should say is pre-cooked.
Ellie's dishing up the grub.
I am.
And we got a naan bread tonight.
Hey!
The complaints have finally worked. Is that worth putting on there?
I can put some more on.
Nooch.
Oops, and grated vegan cheese.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Right, Ellie's going to try it. Let's see what she thinks.
That's nice, that is. No, spaghetti bolognese, but with extra veg and the penne instead.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'll let you know what I think. Delicious.
Yeah. Is it enhanced with the naan bread by having naan bread, do you think?
Oh, it will be, yeah. Definitely.
Tuck in.
Well, that's all for now, folks. Next time we take a look at Kisimul Castle before preparing for our last day on the islands. And guess what this is going into the toasted sandwich?
If you're enjoying following our adventures in Scotland, please do like, subscribe, and most importantly, do remember to comment. More comments will help us to keep producing more vlogs for you on YouTube, so do keep them coming.